Hi guys, and welcome back to Helltaker, the second circle. For last time, on Panamonica's second date, that is, we learned a little bit about her past on her job back in hell. And what we've learned is, well, she's got voices in her head. It is true. And hence, the addiction she has for
coffee. Oh.
But right now, it's time to jump in to Modeus' second date. And I'm really hoping it's not as spicy as the first date. So with all that said, let's get down to it. Alright, here we go. Though Modeus hasn't exactly gone out of her way to avoid you after your date, you can't help but feel that there is a certain uneasiness in the air anytime you two are in a room together. As if trying to avoid talking to you outright, the demoness has become particularly engrossed in her personal stash of romance novels. Oh god, I really hope they aren't, you know. Oh man, that already looks, a bit sheesh! Whenever you happen to catch her in the living room or the kitchen, she has her nose buried so deeply within the pages of whatever she is reading on that day, that she seldom so much as glances in your direction. I wonder, what are you reading there? I'm guessing, Snow White with red hair? Actually, one of my favorite romance animes. After a while, you grow accustomed to this new state of things. All the same, you find yourself looking for the right opportunity to speak candidly with Modeus. As it were, this opportunity presents itself to you on an otherwise ordinary night. The evening is verging on the cusp of night, and everyone else in the house has either gone to bed or occupied themselves with terrorizing the town under the veil of moonlight. I can imagine Cerberus and Strada doing that, mainly. You had been hoping to catch a lazy late-night movie with someone, but have learned better than to wake a slumbering demon over something so trivial. Unable to sleep, you are moping through the house when you find Modeus sitting next to the bay window in the kitchen, using the ambient light from the street lamp to read her book. With Tango Beneath the Moonlight clutched tightly in her hands, the demoness doesn't look up to you right away. Oh, okay. I'm guessing it's, I want to say Romeo and Juliet in a modern era, but who knows? You aren't sure if this is because she is so engrossed by her book that she has genuinely not noticed you, or if she's perpetuating the habit of paying you no mind. I'm really hoping it's not the latter. Either way, you decide to approach. You're up late, girl. Wouldn't be the first time. I'm not sure if that was her voice I gave her. Hang on. Just a few more chapters. You're already done? Wow! Did it take you 3 days to binge read that? Didn't you just pick up that book the other day? Yes. Why? I'm just surprised. Hell, I don't even binge, any sort of action. I didn't expect you to be such a voracious reader. I'm not usually. But these books are so captivating. Oh? How so? Modeus doesn't answer right away, allowing the silence to permeate. Against the lamplight, you can see her cheeks reddening. As you struggle to figure out how much an innocuous question could elicit so strong a response, the demon tears her attention away from her novel and looks at you with narrowed eyes. All of a sudden, she shuts her book with a loud snap and turns to face you with her whole body. Taker? Yeah? Why are you up so late? Not that I'm complaining, mind you. But this isn't exactly how I pictured us staying up late together. Well, I was hoping to catch a movie with someone. A little Netflix and chill. But everyone's asleep. I figured you'd already gone to bed too, so I just came in here for a late night snack. I see. ... Well? Sorry? First move, huh, woman? What's the movie, Taker? I don't know. It's late in a weekday, so they usually only have the cheesy stuff. Oh god, it's gotta be a romance movie, huh? But I thought it might be fun to just head down there and see what's playing, you know? It's not terribly exciting, I know. But... do you want to go, Modeus? Spending time together in a dark room with the sound of a movie we don't particularly care about masking the noises we make together. Sounds like fun! When do you want to go? I got my keys right here, so... now? Alright then, let's go! Weird, boys! Though unexpected, you were glad for the sudden turn of events. And on your drive down to the theater, your thoughts dwell upon your previous date at the spa and Modeus' unorthodox mannerisms. Perhaps now you'll have an opportunity to get to the bottom of the demon's strange behavior. But it wouldn't be wise to broach the topic prematurely. I mean, come on, Taker, we got a movie date. Can that wait until after? No, you should wait until the right moment. Wise choice, Taker. Wise choice. If only you knew what that moment looked like. Soon you arrive at the theater, an empty parking lot laid out before you. So I'm guessing, we can't go indoors yet 'cause of, you know. Just as you suspected, the weeknight crowd is sparse. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, people still do that kind of movie watching outdoors. Normally, it might take you some time to find a spot, but tonight you were able to park right up next to the front doors without issue. Okay. You and Modeus approached the ticket counter with your eyes glued to the schedule. We'll take 2 tickets for, Eliminator Resurgence. Wow, game. Wow. Really? Yep. Oh wait, that was Modeus saying that. Fuck. It's perfect. Nice and loud. Wordlessly, the bleary-eyed cashier behind the counter hands you your tickets. It's obvious that she can't wait to get you out of her sight, so you and Modeus quickly head inside. Snacks? Of course! What would you like? Do you think they have any pomegranates? I'm sorry, pomegranates? In a movie theater? Is there a movie theater that actually sells pomegranates for a movie snack? Yeah. Modeus, I don't think. Could you at least ask? Alright. Hey, do you guys have any, pomegranates? Pomegranates? Yes, pomegranates. No, sir, we do not have any pomegranates. Drat. How about leeks, then? Leeks? What kind of movie snacks are you into, Modeus? Is that a thing back in hell? Ask them if they have any leeks, Taker. Okay. What about leeks? No, sir. We don't have any leeks either. Hatsune Miku is not pleased. Sorry, Modeus, no leeks. What in the 9 circles? Surely they must have oysters then. Oysters. I can understand the oysters considering your, character. But I don't get the freaking leeks and pomegranates. Are those, those kinds of food? Are you gonna make me ask? Yes. Very well. What about oysters? Clearly thinking that he's being pranked, the kid behind the register doesn't even dignify your latest inquiry without response. Sorry, yeah, that was a stupid question. We'll take a bucket of popcorn, 2 boxes of chocolate-covered peanuts, and 2 drinks. Coming right up, sir. The young man steps away from the counter and returns a moment later with your desired snacks. Oh my! Are those legumes? What the fuck are legumes? Yes. You didn't tell me they had legumes. I take it you like peanuts? Are those really some kind of nut? They're my favorite. You pay the man and head on to the theater with Modeus bouncing happily at your heels. Oh wow, this is a pretty big theater. Unsurprisingly, the theater itself is just as barren as the parking lot outside. Where do you want to sit? Please say the very top. That's the best view, honestly, in any movie theater. How about there? That's a little close to the screen, don't you think? Yeah, like seriously, that close to the screen, I hate to crane my head up. And again, it's close. The closer the better, right? I guess. That's not how I would go about watching a movie. But hey, you do you. But I'm not sure I need to be close enough to count the actor's pores, do you? Unfazed by your argument, Modeus settles in as close to the screen as you will let her. Alright then. Fortunately, the seats themselves recline. Otherwise, you'd surely work up a severe kink in your neck from looking up at the screen. Oh god. I really wish chairs in my local movie theaters can recline as far as you two's are. Just as you finish nestling in next to Modeus and cracking open your boxes of chocolate-covered peanuts, the movie begins. Right on time. You two sure look satisfied. Shh. You fall into silence for the first portion of the film, thinking that perhaps you should give it a chance. I mean, it's probably just other movie trailers. What do you think? But as Act 2 rolls around and it becomes clear that it's going to be nothing more than a lowbrow action film remake, boredom quickly sets in. So, I'm guessing it's a copy-paste of a previous film. Soon, even the explosive action set pieces do little to keep your attention, and you find yourself stealing frequent glances at Modeus. Oof. Big oof to Michael Bay. She too looks unenthused by the movie. Yep. Hey, Modeus? What is it, Taker? Finally ready to make a move, are we? Woo! Oh, girl, do not tempt me and the other gentlemen watching this, and also the ladies. I've been meaning to ask, is everything okay? Huh? That's not what I expected you to say. But alright, I'll bite. What do you mean? Well, while our spa day was fun, I couldn't help but notice that you seemed a bit off. Off? You seemed hesitant to even get out of the car at first. And then when we got inside, you climbed up completely and wouldn't say a word before unilaterally deciding upon the couples massage. Not that I'm complaining necessarily. But you do have to admit that seems weird, doesn't it? On top of that, you've hardly said 2 words to me since then. If I've done something wrong, I'm terribly sorry. Oh. No, you haven't done anything wrong, Taker. Okay, so what was up? Alright, I'll admit, I have been acting a bit strange. Is there something you'd like to talk about? Okay. Yes. And no. What? It's complicated. If you'd rather keep it to yourself, I understand. That's just the thing, Taker. I've been keeping this to myself for so long, I feel like I'm going to explode. Believe me when I say that I want to tell you. I want to find the words to express to you just how I'm feeling. But it's hard. Because there's so much. I have a feeling that pretty soon, those words will end up leading us to you know what. And I don't fully understand a lot of it. Maybe I could help with that. Maybe. How much do you want to know about... How much do you know about demons, Taker? Only a little. Why? All I know is that some demons are born for a particular purpose, right? Oh, okay. We gotta get some backstory now. Just like Pandemonica. Right. But there's even more to it than that. There are also some demons who, like myself, are born as the manifestation of a particular sin. Okay, Modeus, born of the sin of lust. You mean like the 7 deadly sins? And I'm not talking about the anime series, everyone. Exactly. For me, that sin is lust. So you were born from the very concept of lust. Exactly. But that's all I know. I'm not exactly well versed in the details around my own birth, sadly. Okay, so what does that mean exactly? It means that everything about me is colored by the circumstances of my genesis in some way or another. The way I see the world and the way I interact with it is all influenced by the essence of lust. For me, being horny isn't the state that I enter when I'm aroused, it's my default. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Does that make any sense? I think so. But how does this relate to the other day? Think about it, Taker. Given what I've just told you, how do you think lust might color my relationships? Even your romantic relationships are influenced by your sin? Yes. So while most people might start by going on dates, holding hands, eventually kissing, and progressing through the relationship ladder that way, I mean, obviously the lewdest thing on this list is holding hands. Like,
oh my, how lewd.
Your relationships work in reverse. Because lust is your default. So, yeah, all the other steps just skip, just like that. We get straight into the deed. Precisely. So for you, holding hands is just as intimate as having sex is for someone. Yes, exactly! We've gone straight into that logic. I'm afraid so. It's not as if I don't want to do those other things. Eventually. It's just... I see. I wish you told me these things before. I hate to think that I forced you to do something that you found uncomfortable. I just wanted to feel normal, Taker. Do you have any idea how hard it is to watch you interact with the others so effortlessly? You have actual relationships with them. Meanwhile, I get to be the horny demon. Oh man, yes. Again, not sure if this is a good or bad thing, everyone. Like some kind of freak. We're all freaks, aren't we? When it comes to, romance/lust. ... I just wish I could see the world like everyone else. And I wanted to pretend that I was the same as Lucy, or Justice, or Pandemonica, even if it's just for a while. That's why I agreed to go to the spa with you. But I just couldn't do it. Is that why you picked the couples massage? The nudity, even if it was brief. You just had to remind me of that, Taker. Made you feel more comfortable, didn't it? Modeus, her knees pressed against her chest, nods in response. Modeus. I'm so sorry. If I'd known, I never would have asked you to go. It's okay, Taker. It's not, though. Modeus, I don't want you to feel like you have had to endure our dates together. I want us to find something that we're both going to enjoy. That's very kind of you to say. But what would the date look like that even look like? I don't know yet. But I will find something. I promise. Modeus doesn't reply to you right away, but you sense that the conversation overall is getting a bit too intimate for her, so you fall into silence as well. As it were, you talk through most of Act 3, so the movie ends not too long after. While the credits roll, you and Modeus stand to leave. Only then do you notice that you are no longer alone in the theater. Folks, you heard nothing, alright? You heard nothing. Someone, cloaked in darkness, is sitting in the very back, resting their feet on the chair in front of them. You can't make out too many details, but you can tell that whoever this person is, they're tall. And they have hair like an 80s metal band. How could you have not noticed someone like that waltz in? Hell if I know. Perhaps they snuck in partway through? With a shrug, you follow Modeus out of the theater and to your car. As you drive home, your thoughts are drawn to your conversation with Modeus. You know that there has to be something, some way for you two to connect on a date. But what? You think about it all the way home and even up until the point that you were sitting in bed for the night. Unable to sleep, you decide to get a late-night snack from the kitchen. Didn't we just get one before we left to the movie theater? There you catch a glimpse of Modeus' book sitting on the table where she left it. Seeing it gives you an idea. Okay. So, that was also a very interesting backstory. The way Modeus thinks of romance is, we just get straight to it. We just get straight to it. The first date, holding hands, and taking you out of a park or a walk or somewhere. All that just out the window. That's it for today, everyone. That was Modeus' second date. Next up, Cerberus. And I have a feeling it's gonna involve that hooded figure from the first date. We might run into that person. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed me and Modeus on our movie date, hit that like button. And consider subscribing if you want to see more content from me. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. And with that said, I'll see you around soon.